So let's talk about the first duty, the duty of good faith. What is the duty of good faith
Objection.
from your perspective?
Objection to the extent it calls for legal conclusion and is vague.
To promptly evaluate the claim, promptly settle the claim.
That's what duty of good faith means?
Same objection.
The duty of good faith to the insured is to advise them of the coverages they have available under the policy and do an investigation, gather the necessary documents to evaluate the claim and settle the claim with them.
Are you comfortable with that definition of the duty of good faith?
Sure.
As a layperson, not a lawyer.
You mean as a special general adjuster for farmers, is that your best understanding of what your duty
Yes.
of good faith is to an insured?
Yes.
Have you ever looked up the legal definition of the duty of good faith that you owe to an insured?
In a legal dictionary?
Well,
No.
is there a legal definition of good faith duty that you are aware of?
Objection to the extent it calls for legal conclusion. It's vague.
There is a definition, I'm sure there is, in the WAC. Yeah.
Do you know what WAC number that is?
No, not off the top of my head.
What does that WAC provision say, if you know?
Same objection.
I don't have it memorized.
Don't you think you should have that memorized?
Same objections. Argumentative too.
I don't have it memorized.
Okay.
Either do I, and I do this kind of work all the time. It's not a fair question. Karen, come on.
The duty of good faith is pretty elementary, isn't it? In the insurance industry, isn't that something that you've learned from the very beginning?
Objection form.
Yes.
Isn't it one of the most important duties that you have
Objection
to act in
form.
good faith?
And legal conclusion.
I would agree with that, yes.
Okay. So you would agree that you should know exactly what the duty of good faith is, right?
I don't have the definition memorized.
But you believe that you have a very good working
I
definition
think
of it.
so.
What does it mean when an insurance company commits bad faith?
Objection to the extent it calls for legal conclusion. It's vague.
That can be a variety of things. Each claim is, we handle each claim separately, and it's a case-by-case instance. I mean, I can't speculate as far as what would be bad faith.
Did you learn about bad faith in any of the courses that you took or the trainings you underwent or any of the materials that you reviewed?
We have reviewed fair claims practices and reviewed the WACs, yeah.
Because it's not a good thing to be found to have committed bad faith, right?
Objection vague. Or objection form.
No, it is our desire to act in good faith.
You don't want to act in bad faith as an insurance company, am I right?
I would say that's a fair statement.
Okay. And so what does bad faith mean from your standpoint? What are you concerned that you don't want to do?
Objection form calls for legal conclusion.
And again, there are, I would suspect, a variety of things a person can do on a particular claim that could be construed as bad faith. And, you know, we handle each case as a case-by-case, and I can't speculate what would be bad faith.
Well, you were able to define for me your understanding of good faith, which is a very important duty that you believe you owe to your insured. So my question is, can you define for us bad faith, which you understand is a very bad thing for an insurance company to do? Can you define it for me at all?
I can't define that term.
Okay.
And I'll object to the last question again. Calls
Too
for
late.
legal conclusion.
Too
It's
late.
vague. It's asked and answered.
It's too late. Overruled.